Hello and welcome to Crohn's Talk 13. Today we're talking a little bit about stress and your disease. I think it's pretty much common sense that stress is not good. Everybody deals with stress. It's not something that you can get away from. It's something that you can manage, but you definitely, there's no way to get it out of your life, especially if you are a Crohn's sufferer. That comes with built-in stress all by itself. How are you going to be able to work? How are you going to be able to pay your bills, pay the medical bills? Is the medicine going to work? Is the doctor, you're going to find the right doctor? All that stuff is stressful. So the key to being as healthy as possible is to reduce that stress as much as possible. And I recognize that that is really easy to say and not necessarily so easy to do. I have found, gone through a very stressful time at work. I have a pretty stressful job in the first place. So it really was important for me to find some kind of balance, and I worked very hard to do that, to balance work and home and be able to separate, kind of disconnect myself from work when I'm at home. There came a point where there was some added, more than the usual stress at work, and I have found that that has had a visible, noticeable impact on my health. It's hard to find specific causal relationships when it comes to a disease like this. Is it stress or food or something else? Is it the medication that's not working, or is it, what is it? But looking back, if you kind of do and have a loved one help you out with this exercise, go back and look at times when you were in remission, and try to take into account kind of all the factors: your medication, your amount, what you were doing to exercise, and your stress level. And your stress level, maybe it's with your family, you're going through a family issue, financial issue, or something at work. And to kind of look back to see if that had a negative impact on your health. I'd venture to guess that you'll see a correlation there. Not something that you can scientifically prove, but you'll definitely notice that correlation. And I've talked earlier about kind of controlling your symptoms, managing your disease, and that goes with stress as well. The problem is if you're in a situation where you can't rid yourself of the factor that's causing the stress. So say it is your job. There's been a change at work, and basically that added stress is not going to go away until you do something to change your situation. And just that realization adds even more stress, because now you have to change your situation. So you're going through that. You're dealing with your normal work stress, the added work stress, and the stress to change, maybe find a new job, a new assignment, a new responsibility, whatever it is, work something out with your boss. So that's difficult to do. The normal answers to stress relief is sleep and exercise and diet. Those are kind of the three big things that everyone will always say. Those are not so simple for a Crohn's patient. Diet, we talked about in an earlier episode. Sometimes that's difficult. It's difficult to eat healthy at times. Exercise, when you don't feel, I've gone through this, especially this last patch, this stressful time. The most that I could do exercise is just go for a walk. I couldn't do anything really strenuous, so I wasn't really getting my heartbeat up. I wasn't getting to that level that would really cause a good stress relief. So diet and exercise were out. Sleep, I generally don't have a problem with sleep, but stress, one of the symptoms of stress is you can't sleep very well. So I had to really focus on not thinking about those issues at work and everything else so that I could sleep, but I wasn't sleeping well. And then you don't feel good, and then you sleep even worse because you don't feel good and you're waking up. So it's kind of a vicious cycle. So those are the 3 normal things to do to relieve stress, but as a Crohn's patient, you can't necessarily do. Find a hobby is another one. That is something that you can do, and you can find something that's appropriate and workable within the limits of your symptoms, your disease. So I would highly recommend you do that. And really have the support, and kind of my way I get through is really having the support of loved ones, the understanding, and kind of a loved one who can validate what you're going through, that they realize and will tell you it's okay. I know you can't exercise, let's go for a walk, or whatever it is, that they understand that it's not you, but it's you're doing as best you can. I don't have all the answers, but I think that you have to find things maybe outside of the normal answers to relieve stress, whether it be a hobby, a loved one, and maybe it's as simple as you just like to veg out and watch TV or read a book, something that gets your mind off of whatever is stressing you out. But we really have to work hard to reduce our stress. It's difficult. It's stressful in and of itself. Stress is built inherent to the disease. I understand that. But it's a struggle. You have to find a way, an outlet, something that can help you reduce it, even if it's during short spurts of time. So let me know what you do to relieve stress and how you deal with it, because it's different than someone who's healthy. And please share, subscribe, and I will catch you next time on Crohn's Talk.